the cover caught my eye because it's pink. Can I read? I don't know if I care. And I'm of an age. Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some new friggin' books. I do have a couple of library books. The library books that I picked up recently, Shark Heart by Emily Habeck. I read this already. Really, really liked it. 4.5 or 4.75. I still haven't decided. And I read this in like a day and a half, also, BT dubs. It's literary fiction, magical realism. And then I got an ebook version of The Seventh Veil of Salome by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Historical fiction, which I also really enjoyed, and I gave 4.5 stars. Would have been 5 if not for how the ending was handled. And then Lightfall by Ed Crocker. This one, it's fantasy, vampire, book 1 of a new series. I don't know though, Roger read this. I think he had a NetGalley e-arc or just an arc at any rate. And he didn't love it. And we tend to feel pretty similarly about certain things. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know about this one now, but whatever. I'm gonna at least pick it up and check it out. And I think that's it for library books currently. Getting into the new books I purchased, I have a couple that only cost me a few bucks because I got them from the library store at the, I don't know why I said that so slow. It's like the Friends of the Library bookstore for used books at the San Diego Central Library in downtown San Diego. I got The Wilds by Louis Baynard. And this is historical fiction. It says, in this singularly powerful novel, Louis Bayard, why did I say Baynard? Can I read? Brings Oscar Wilde's wife, Constance, and 2 sons out from the shadows of history and creates a vivid and poignant story of secrets, loss, and love. Sounded fascinating, maybe, we'll see. And then I also got Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doughty. This is nonfiction, and I'm pretty sure I've heard people talk about this before. A young mortician goes behind the scenes, unafraid of the gruesome and fascinating details of her curious profession. Figured I'd check it out, and it cost me $2, so. And then the actual book is Yonder, but I got Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I hadn't pre-ordered it. I think I just forgot, honestly. And then, it's been going around. And then Ray actually asked me about it and was like, did you read it yet? Because I read it and I need your thoughts. And I was like, oh, I haven't. I requested it from the library, but there's like a bajillion copies, like a bajillion people ahead of me waiting for copies, And she was like, it's worth the purchase. And then Roger and I were talking about it, and he's like, we should buddy read it. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to fucking buy it. So I did. And yeah, it's the next companion novel in the Hunger Games world. I'm almost finished with it, and I will just say I am enjoying it. Then when I went to the library to pick up my recent books I got from there, I tend to peruse briefly the used books for sale at my library, and I found The Menopause Manifesto by Dr. Jen Gunter. And I'm of an age, I'm pushing 40, and I just figured this is a good nonfiction to check out as a chick who's gonna be going through this shit probably in the not too far off future. We'll see, but as I'm having a hot flash right now, no, it's just hot in this room. Then I unhauled a bunch of books this weekend, went to local used bookstores, and Bookman's gave me a pretty penny. They took like all the books. They gave me $35. And I didn't even use it all, but I did get a new Wisdom of Crowds because one time when I was at Bookman's a few months ago, I got the first 2 books in the Age of Madness series by Joe Abercrombie, but I didn't get the 3rd one. So now I have it. And now I can binge the series, as I think I'm probably going to do, if it's anything like First Law. I did also go to Changing Hands, local used bookstores. I did not get as much, really anything from them, but I did get a couple books, even though I didn't get store credit. One is this historical fiction by Olivia Wolfgang Smith. The cover caught my eye because it's fucking pink. The synopsis, I was like, okay, color me intrigued. At the turn of the 20th century, Vivian L'Esperance is determined to flee her origins in Utica, New York, and avoid repeating her parents' dull, limited life. When she meets Oscar Schmidt, a middle manager at a soap company, Vivian finds a partner she can guide to build the life she wants. Not least because, more interested in men himself, Oscar will leave Vivian to tend to her own romances with women. But Vivian's plans require capital, so the two pair up with Squire Clancy, scion of an old American fortune. Together they found Clancy and Schmidt, a preeminent manufacturer of soap, perfume, and candles. When Oscar and Squire fall in love, the trio form a new kind of partnership. Vivian reaches the pinnacle of her power, building Clancy and Schmidt into an empire of personal care products, while operating behind the image of both men. But exposure threatens, and all three partners are made aware of how much they have to lose. Sign me up. I hope I love this, because I paid full price for it. It sounds right up my alley, though. Please, God, let it be. And then I also did get this. It was like $5. It was on sale. Joe Abercrombie Sharp Ends. This is just tales from the world of First Law. I think it's just like short stories. I don't think I showed this, but I did get my Goldsboro edition of Cursebound by Sada El Arifi. It's very beautiful. Not gonna lie though, I had also gotten a copy from the library because I wasn't sure when this was coming. And I just, I don't know if I care about this story anymore. But like, look how pretty. I don't know. I'm going to hang on to it at least for a few months to see if I feel inclined to pick it up anytime soon. But I just don't think I'm going to be. I just really wanted it to work because I love the other series by Sada El Arifi. But that first book in this, Feybound, which just wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it like some people did, but it was just, I felt very lukewarm about it. And like the prospect of picking this book up to continue the story just does not sound appealing right now. So I don't know. We'll see. I might unhaul later in the year. And that is all. Those are the new books. Spent a little more money than I wanted to since I paid, I bought a brand new book, Sunrise on the Reaping, and paid full price for that. And then I did pay full price for the historical fiction, Mutual Interest. So, spent a little bit of money, but it is what it is. I'm still doing really good this year with using the library a lot more again. So, love that for me. Let me know if you have read any of these, or if you are interested in reading any of these. The ones that I have not read, which is all of these, right? I think, yeah. Let me know if you think I'm going to like them, if you have read them. And of course, you can just leave an emoji if you want to say hey, and let me know that you're watching. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.